right, in this tutorial I'm going to quickly explain how to find the slope of a curve and the definition using limits. Now there are several different ways of identifying a slope of a curve at a given point. However, I'm going to use a basic one, and this is usually known as the alternative definition of a derivative. Okay, and it makes a little sense. It makes a lot of sense actually when you're trying to find the slope of a curve at a given point. What I want to do first, I'm going to just create a curve. And this is my curve. I'm going to call this curve f of x. Now, what we're going to do is we want to find out what is the slope of this curve at a point C. So I'm going to just put a point C right here. And at this point C, I'm going to have C. And obviously, when you plug in C, you're going to have f of C. Now, if I were to figure out the slope at the curve at this given point, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take another point. And this point we're going to have is going to equal x. All right? And at this x, we're going to call this f of x. And we're going to take these 2 points, and we're going to find the slope between them. Now, to find the slope, I'm going to take, or obviously use my slope formula, y2 minus y1 equal over x2 minus x1. And that will help me find my slope of that curve. Now, doing so, we notice that the y values, I'm going to have f of x. And another one we're going to have is we're going to have f of c. And then we're going to have x minus c, and those are going to be our slope formulas. Now, from here, what we're going to do next is we want to figure out what the slope is at that point. So instead of having a secant line, which we created right there, I actually want to have a tangent line. So a tangent line only at one point. So to figure out the equation of a tangent line, what we need to do is we're going to move this point. See if I can do this. Will I do it? I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm going to move it so it gets closer and closer and closer to that point C. Now to do that, this is where we're going to use our limit. We're going to take the limit as x approaches C, all right, for this function. And that right there is going to then give me my slope of the curve at x equaling c. That's it. And that is the definition, or the alternate definition of a derivative, or the slope of a curve at a given point. Another formal definition, or another definition that you might have seen a lot, is instead of using f of x and f of c, a lot of times they'll maybe use h or delta x. And so this is another form, as h approaches 0, of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. This is another common form of also a derivative of x. And that we have 2 points, x, f of x, and f of x plus h, and where these points are getting closer and closer together. Well, I hope this makes a lot of sense on how to do this. All right, and hopefully this limit definition, or both of these, will do you well in the future. All right, so good luck and God bless on the rest of your math.